Scott, it's great to talk to you and see you face to face. And thanks for coming on Tech Talk Radio.
Great. Thanks for having me on.
Well, I'll tell you, GrandPad is an amazing product for those that maybe are technically challenged or really just don't feel the need to have to get a full PC or a laptop or a tablet that's going to set them back about $800-900 that doesn't have this capability to be able to do what GrandPad can do. Can you tell us a little bit about the company and kind of where did this idea come from?
Yeah, it came from a personal need we saw in our own family. So my son and I, and I'm 55, my son is 25, we started the company together 6 years ago because we saw my mom, who was 80 at the time, and my mother-in-law, who's 88, struggling with standard technology. And as we started looking into it, we said, well, of course, no fault of theirs. They were trying to use technology, iPhones, iPads, other devices that were designed for 30-year-olds. It's unreasonable to think that it would work great for someone who's 80 or 90, and they have different needs. And so we set out to design something from the ground up, hardware, software service that was designed for what we lovingly call super seniors, all those folks that we just love so much who are over the age of 75, and it's designed just for them, and it's got all the things that they want, not the things that somebody who's 20 wants, and vice versa. So that's what started us out on this journey 6 years ago. And now we're reaching thousands and thousands of people around the world, and people really love it because it was designed for them.
Well, yeah. And was the idea originally saying we need to do something that is not tied with suddenly you have to get an internet carrier, you have to worry about a router in the home, the Wi-Fi? I mean, was that kind of from the ground up, you realize this is one of the challenges we're going to have to face?
Yeah, absolutely. We just stepped back and looked at the whole, the problem and then worked to come up with the solution. And what we said is, what my mom wanted was she wanted to be able to do video calls with her grandchildren who were all over the United States. And my mom, like many folks in this age group, suffered from pretty serious hearing loss. So talking on a standard landline or cell phone was not an option for her because she couldn't hear. And so she wanted to do a video call, but using Skype and futzing with her PC and dealing with headphones, it frustrated her. And frankly, it frustrated her to the point where it made her feel bad and made her feel stupid. She's like, well, why can't I figure this out? She ran her own business, was absolutely brilliant lady, but what it caused her to kind of withdraw and say, fussing with this technology and viruses and all this is so irritating to me, I'm just not going to do it. Human nature, if something's painful, you withdraw from it. And then sadly what's happening was she was more disconnected from her family because of that. So that was the problem we set out to solve. And it's exactly as you said. We said, let's try to solve all of it. No Wi-Fi is required because GrandPad comes built in. It's got 4G LTE, just like our cell phones built in. That's all there out of the box. When you ship it, it just automatically works. No cables that are hard to plug in, like on an iPhone where you got to plug it in. And if I have eyesight issues and tremors, this just has a wireless inductive charging docking station. You just set it there and it charges. So we really looked at even the packaging. We've all been frustrated. You go to the store and you buy something, it's got that plastic clamshell and you got a hammer and knife and a scissors to open it. We got rid of all that nonsense. And we made a product that my mom, Marlis, who sadly she's gone now, but my mother-in-law, 88, Joan, something that they would love and use every day to stay connected with their family.
Well, I love the fact too that, and some people have said, well, just, if you could set up a Wi-Fi, you can give them a tablet. Okay, let's face it. They have the tablet. I know I have a tablet and I lose it all the time. With this, you can use it and then put it right back on that charging station. Like you said, no worry about having to recharge it. And that's a nice looking charging station. So with it on a table, it's going to have a nice presentation.
That's right. Yeah, people like to keep it there, next to them on their either on their nightstand or on the end table next to them. It's always there, and we really obsessed about the design. So even what's the right angle so that when it's sitting there on the docking station, it's at the perfect angle to do a video call. I don't have to be holding it, and then it sees my face, and I can easily see my grandchildren. And the other thing is the audio quality. I'm always losing my headphones and they're hard to plug in and they don't work right, or the Bluetooth is dead. This has super loud front-facing speakers. So it's the loudest tablet. It's a custom-built tablet that was made just for this age group. So super loud that makes video calling easy, but it makes music. And I know your listeners love good oldies. We have
Oh
we have
yeah.
over 30 million songs. I can play some audio for you. It's loud, it's clear, perfect to hear.
Well, the other thing we think about, if you give somebody a Chromebook or a laptop or even a MacBook, you got all those icons and you don't know what to click, or they, and my mom went through this when she was with us. She would click on an icon and no, well, what the heck, where did I go? And moving it around is difficult. You have made the interface on this so easy to navigate and to see. And I remember when I was on your website taking a look at some of the videos on there, I really love the layout of it because let's face it, I want to do email. Boom, you click it and you're in your email, and it's very easy to navigate.
That's right. Yeah. And if you'd like to, I can show you kind of a
Yeah.
quick demo now.
So this
Yeah.
is the device right here. Go ahead and tell us kind of what are some of the features we're looking at.
Excellent. Good. Well, you can see it's an 8-inch tablet, and is it viewable nice on your screen?
Oh, yeah, it looks great.
Perfect. And so you can see with my hands a nice size. It's we say it's big enough that you can see, and you've got plenty of screen real estate. You got a good place to put your thumbs. Big front-facing speakers, but yet small enough that you can take it with you. You can put it in your purse, in your bag, put it in the car, and just a real simple interface. And what we say is it's the 10 or so apps that you want and care about, not the 10 million in the App Store that you don't want and you're confused by. So let me start with photos.
Hmm.
And so this is really what seniors love the most. It's pictures and videos of the kids and grandkids coming in nice and easy and big. You can see them full screen. And if I want to comment on those photos, I can. I can read the comments that are there. If I don't want that picture, I can remove it. But just super easy. You don't have a lot of fancy pinch gestures and all these different confusing things. And those pictures get on there. The family, the kids and the grandkids, they use our free companion app. Um, the family can post pictures kind of Facebook or Instagram style and pick those, and then grandma and grandpa and the whole family can see them. So we have that
So,
notion we call this circle of trust.
so now this would automatically share with the device.
That's
They can go ahead and select it. Yeah, I want to share this. And rather than having to dig through an email and download it, it will actually automatically go into that photo section.
That's right. That's
Oh,
right. It just automatically shows up, and then if I sat here for a few minutes, it automatically goes into the slideshow mode. So when it's sitting in that docking station, it goes into slideshow mode, and now it's a picture frame, and grandma and grandpa can see all the pictures of the kids and grandkids just scrolling by. And I think it's about every 10th frame it'll put up the time and the temperature and that. So it's just kind of a nice little picture frame there in the background.
that is great.
So that's some of the photos and videos. You mentioned email. We've got the world's simplest email, and so it's this nice letter metaphor. Who's it from? What's the subject? And I can read the message really easily. And so I don't have to worry about Scott9540@gmail.com. And if I want to compose an email, and if I want to send an email to my grandson Scott, I can type it if I want, or most of our customers just like to talk, so they can just talk, and it
Oh,
does
that's
a
fun.
countdown. And now you can see it's recording my voice. And so the microphone is moving, it's recording my voice. So everything I say is being recorded. When I finish, I just say all done, send the message, and off it goes. And now that just shows up in grandson Scott's Gmail box. And what's nice is it's actually the whole recording. I can hear my mom's voice. How's she feeling? Does she have a cold? How's she feeling? And so it's just really easy. So just one touch, one tap, and I can send emails to the whole family.
That is
Um,
great.
so that's a little bit on email. Of course, grandma has a camera or a video camera, so she can take pictures and record. And I'm just going to hit some of the highlights. The seniors can see their picture. So here's for Grandpa Scott. I can see my profile picture and my weather where I'm at here in Newport Beach, and the weather's looking pretty good this week. But more importantly is I can see the weather of my whole family, the whole circle of trust. So here's of daughter Sally, who's in Lahaina, Hawaii, and they've got
Nice.
great weather there. So it's a way to easily see very enjoyably the whole family's weather. It's got a radio station, and so we need to get your radio station plugged in and a
Oh,
favorited here.
absolutely.
And then,
Yes.
yeah, so we will get you put on here. But here's some of the local radio stations here for me in Los Angeles.
Right.
So boom,
Oh,
just
that
that
is
easy.
great. So they can load their favorite station, and they don't have to go fiddle with a nub or try to bring it in through tuning. They get this all integrated right here. If they're
That's right.
streaming, they can add
That's
you.
right. That's right. Exactly.
Oh,
Now,
great.
the music is my favorite feature. So I can search and I can find, we basically have every song, everything old, everything new, iTunes, etc. I can search by artist, search by song. But and then we have these curated playlists
Oh,
of
nice.
all these different eras, 40s, 50s. So what do you think? Maybe some good 50s music? These
Yeah.
are curated. Let's see what comes up here. So Frankie Avalon. Is this one
Oh,
on your playlist by chance?
oh yeah, absolutely. We play this, but I'm loving this add to collection feature. So you could curate a collection of your favorites, and whenever you want to listen to those, there they are, right?
That's
Oh,
right. And what's happening is, so I say yes, and now I can say open my music collection, and there it is. There is my collection, which you can see. I have that Frankie Avalon song. I have some Frank Sinatra. I have
nice.
Rock and Robin
Love that tune.
by Bobby Day. So and and
Oh,
that music, that's all included. There's no extra charge for that. You don't have to pay per song, and you don't have to pay a monthly fee. That's included, and we'll get to the pricing at the end. So we don't want to nickel dime people. It's just everything's included. Um, Games is hugely popular. We got all the classics like solitaire, blackjack, slots.
oh,
So if I
slots.
want
My mom love playing slots. Yes.
There you go. So, nice, fun, easy games like that. But even some really difficult, we got bingo, of course, Spider, Solitaire, Texas Hold'em, bridge, very sophisticated bridge, hearts, hangman, Sudoku, crossword. I like to show this one, memory. So this is great for cognitive stimulation. And instead of it being, this is the old classic match too. Instead of being
Oh, yeah.
cards, it's actually the profile pictures of the family. Let's see if I can get one to
Two.
match here. Let's see, was it this one maybe? There you go. So the pictures of the family matching. So you can do a couple of these every day. Just keep your brain going, right? So
Oh,
yeah. So games. And I'm
tell us about wellness. That I like
yeah.
that.
So we have an optional feature here. If I don't know if that's coming through, can you see? This is a little wearable,
A little
and this
back a little.
wearable. Yeah, if this wearable I wear, and this tells me my steps and my sleep, and so I can see how many steps I'm walking each day and what my sleep was. We also have an optional body weight scale, so we can track our body weight. These are some options that are available that are generally kind of used in a healthcare context. Okay.
Right.
Um, a key thing that I like to point here is the help button. The most important thing about GrandPad, we love the hardware, we love the software, but our service. We have a fantastic customer care team. We're available literally 7 by 24 by 365. We're available to people on Thanksgiving, Christmas, because we want to be there for them. If they're stuck and trying to do a video call with their grandkids on Christmas morning, we're there. You simply press the help button. You're going to talk to one of our lovely premium customer care. Our team is here actually in the Midwest, Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and they're there. They're all our employees, highly trained. They love working with seniors and their families, and they're not in any hurry that you don't have to press 1 for this, 6 for that. They're just there to help.
Now, what is transportation? Is that to
Yeah,
call a
it's
car for a ride?
it's Lyft. We have a partnership with Lyft, and we have a
That's
really
great.
simple. It's the same Lyft, like Lyft and Uber service, but
Hmm.
it's really simplified, and there's some additional safety features that are available. So let's see. I think I skipped by call. This is probably the
Yeah.
most important thing. If I want to, as grandpa, I want to call my son Scott, I can video call him or I can phone call. Either way.
So it
Video,
does get
video.
it gets a number.
Absolutely. This has full inbound and outbound phone calling. So this is assigned a phone number. People can call into the GrandPad and the seniors can call out from it. Or they can do video call and my iPhone rings, or I can do it on a desktop also. Or there's also a dial pad. So I can dial any number in the world and all the data charges, for that are included. There's no extra fee to call. If you've got family that lives in Spain, you can call them up and talk to them. So yeah, that's kind of the quick overview of some of the key features anyway.
I love it, and I love the design. Again, now, how about the safety of the product itself? Because let's face it, sometimes we stumble, we drop it. It looks like it has a kind of a like an edge on it, almost like a hard edge to protect it.
That's right. Yeah, so it is kind of a typical tablet, but part of it, and you don't have to go buy something extra, is this we call it a smart case. So it's well designed, and this is the on-off switch. When you want it on, you just open it and it turns on, and
Very
so
nice.
you don't have to fuss with a button. And actually, when we ship it to you, it has to be turned off when we ship it. But all you do is you simply set it in the docking station. You just have to plug this into the wall. It's got a nice long cord on it, so you have to find an extension cord. When you set it there, it actually senses power and it automatically turns itself on, and you just open the cover and it's on.
Price wise, how do you price this to make this again at the right price point for a senior to not be overwhelming? And then, of course, you've got the cell connection. You've got all of that to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, as you pointed out, if I go buy a tablet, that could be $500 or more, and now you've got to go buy all the cables and cords and cases and all the accessories, and the accessories are expensive. I mean, you may spend another $100+ on accessories just to get the thing to work. Now you've got the tablet. Now you either have to get Wi-Fi, broadband internet in your house. The average cost of internet across the U.S. now is $54 a month. That's the average. But as soon as you walk outside your house, you go to the doctor or church, pharmacy, Wi-Fi doesn't work outside your house. Ours comes included. So all the hardware, all the case, the charger, everything just that you need. You don't need to go buy anything extra. It's $250 up to buy the hardware up front. And then the monthly service is $40 a month. But that includes the 4G LTE data. Right, so you don't need to go work with Verizon or someone separate. That's all included. It's all set up for you. It includes all the music. If you go buy music off iTunes or something, that can be 99 cents a song.
Yeah.
The music's all included, and probably the most valuable part is that service. You call us, we answer the phone, and the people are highly trained. They're patient. They're U.S. based, and they're there to help you any time of day. And so. That's the pricing, $250 and $40 a month. But a key thing is there's no contract. You can use it for a month, and if you don't like it, that's fine. You're not locked into a contract. And so you just simply go to our website, grandpad.net, grand as in awesome, pad as in iPad.net, grandpad.net, and you can read all about it. There's videos there. There's a big buy now button in the upper right, and that will take you to our distribution partner, which is a fantastic organization called Consumer Cellular. They actually have a big operation there in Phoenix and Portland. They are our fulfillment partner, and you can buy it through them, or it's also available through Target stores, target.com. If you're still able to get out and about, you can go into the stores and they have it back in the electronics section. And the same great return policy that Target has. If you take it home and it's not the right thing, you can return it, no questions asked.
Well, it's cool because the person I talked to called me back this morning, and I told him, he said, thank you for all of that. And he actually was going to Target today to find it. So I told him, let me know when you get it all set up, the whole bit. And I said, if you aren't able to find it there, you can order it there at the store, and they should be able to get it to you and let you know when it comes in as well. But
yeah,
again,
that's right. Because sadly, we all know right now lots of things are out of stock and whatnot. But if you order it online, we'll make sure you get it. We get it.
Once again, that website is grandpad.net. I want to thank you so much, CEO of the company, coming on and talking with us and telling us all about GrandPad. Great product. I really like it.
Thanks for having me. And I will just close with whether you have a GrandPad or an iPhone or Skype or whatever you have, please call the super seniors in your life. Do a video call like we're doing right now. Do it every day. Sadly, everybody around the country is kind of on lockdown, but many of these folks that are in facilities can't even leave their room, and it will just mean the world to them. So really, we encourage everybody, reach out to your loved ones and stay connected with them during this difficult time.
Very good stuff. We'll be back with more of Tech Talk Radio. I'm Andy Taylor.